Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League. That was my PC making the bling noise, not yours. To the Learn Dota 2 League Season 14, Week 4. Got Attack on Elder Titan, we got Bean Tin, we got Cheeseburger.
Hey. Oh, that sounded weird.
Last time, Attack on Elder Titan just kind of got steamrolled. See if they can turn it around a little bit this time.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Immediately banning out the Coddle once again.
Dire team ban. Radiant
In
team
fact,
ban.
it's the exact same set of bans as last
Dire
time.
team pick.
Holiday on the Crystal Bait in the last game, just to be blunt, just did not really feel like he was at home on that hero. So it seems like the ban out on his signatures is kind of getting to him here.
Wait, Holiday's signature is Coddle as well?
Yep. Holiday
Coddle
1999, most known as a Coddle player. It's like by far and away his top picked hero. His second place is Hoodwink as far as his Pause 4 gameplay goes. I doubt they're going to be running a Hoodwink 5, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility. Either way, if you ban these two heroes, you're really putting a damper on poor Holiday 1999.
Radiant team pick.
Juggernaut.
I am the Juggernaut. I am the first overall
Juggernaut
pick.
first pick.
Okay, I'm going to turn off system sounds now.
That's pretty bold.
It definitely is. It's not an uncounterable hero by any stretch of the imagination. There's plenty of plenty of guys who can make it go really badly. Though, funnily enough, they did ban out one of the best possible heroes to counter out the Jug and the Enigma. So it is a little safer than it otherwise would be.
I have a feeling like... I have a feeling like Bean 10 planned the Jug pick to force Attack on Titan to pick certain heroes.
Well, it forced him to take Dazzle, who I would say in Dark support capacity is one of his signature heroes. Also, evoked a Lina pick out of Iceman really early, and I gotta say that one is a little confusing to me. I really just don't like the lean into Jug.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe it's going to be flex, maybe he's just owning us, he's going to put that on one of his supports. I don't know. But if that is mid Lina, I already don't like this, to be honest with you.
I mean, the Jug pick is bold, but Lina pick is even bolder, I think, because that could just change the outcome of the entire game if the mid lane is, you know, destroyed like last time. And
most importantly, perhaps, I mean, Lina is a hero who's always going to be very cast dependent and is very made of paper. If Juggernaut gets even modestly scary, he's gonna walk all over her.
Spin right all over her.
Yeah, he's gonna spin, then he's gonna win. Oracle. The cryptic signature, perhaps. Well, Bean 10 now has approximately the same strength of save as Attack on Elder Titan does.
10 seconds.
I think they have more, because the Healing Ward is really good synergy with the Oracle Ultimate as well.
I'm not sure it's true. Bean 10 knocking out the Faceless Void here, that's a good idea. I feel like that would actually be a pretty high risk, leaving that one in. Banning out the Ursa too, they're really protecting the hell out of this Jug pick. They didn't really get countered for it in the first round. I mean, the Dazzle's kind of bad for them. But they didn't really get countered out in the first round, and so now they're going to punish Iceman for it by just getting rid of a lot of the pause ones that really Jug does not want to do anything with. Iceman, again, just looking right at Danny here, banning out some Danny classics. Which, I mean, isn't a bad idea. I think it's really hard to ban out Meth, and I think Godlike Matt is like, I think people get into sunken costs a lot with Godlike Matt. I feel like there's just a very good chance, too good of a chance, that he ends up on somebody that you would not really want to see.
Radiant team pick.
This time they're going to strategically let the Panga through. AoET going to knock out the Winter Wyvern. Knowing that's a big meth pick, knowing that's something US Danny has run before. They just do not want to let that through this game. Even though I gotta say, so far, I'm not really afraid of the Winter Wyvern if I'm on AoET. Dazzle's not gonna be in the range of the ult, and he can save anybody who really needs it inside of it, so I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I mean, I guess he is gonna get walked all over if it's like a core Winter Wyvern, though, so there's that. But then, on the other hand, what the hell is Winter Wyvern gonna do in lane against Lina, besides die? So, you know. Feel like, even though it's going to make Ocelot really sad to hear this, I do feel like it might be time to think about retiring the old Pause 2 Winter Wyvern and LD2L. It's been run 2 games so far this season, and both games it has been, to say the least, kind of disastrous.
Has anyone run the Pause 1 Winter Wyvern yet?
Healy's isn't playing this season, so no. Healy's isn't playing, and Gotham's not playing Pazwan.
Dire team pick.
I mean, well, Gotham's on my team, so maybe he could inspire me to.
Alright, Cheeseburger, here's what you're gonna do.
Yeah?
I'm gonna give you the Winter Wyvern, alright? Now, before I do, let me break out the meditation tapes. Well, goodbye, Dazzle. We've got the Axe pick here. Axe is not in the best spot in the world as far as the Pause 3s go, but so far this is a pretty easy game for him. The only thing he's really afraid of is the Snapfire. And we got the Rubik here.
Razor.
Alright, the Attack on Elder Titan have memed themselves. Okay, let me tell you why that's an awful pick. Are you ready?
I have an idea why.
Okay,
I mean,
why?
I understand it's to counter the Jug.
10
but
seconds remaining.
Let me give you a play-by-play of how a lot of these fights are gonna go. You ready?
Yeah.
Razor steals all the damage from Juggernaut. Axe hits Q on Razor and pops Blade Mail. Oracle gives him ult. Razor explodes.
That is a very weird interaction that I did not think about.
Oh,
I just thought the Razor read Axe called every time. But I didn't think about the Oracle ultimate thing.
Yeah,
That's
Oracle and Axe is a great combination. The biggest problem with Axe, I think the biggest problem you can ever have with Axe is that his Q is going to be conditional. If, and there's the Batrider ban you're talking about. If Axe dies, if Axe does go down, then the call is over. So if Axe jumps in a fight, hits Q, and then dies in a second flat, you had no Axe at all. You basically did not even have a Pause 3 in that particular fight. But on the other hand, you've got some heroes in the game that make that a very difficult proposition, and chief on the list is Oracle, who can completely guarantee, no matter what happens, a call is going to go through. The call is going to go through, it's going to start, it's going to end. There's just no two ways about it. Funnily enough, there's one hero who could potentially stop that. And actually, no, there's 2 heroes that could potentially stop that. Axe with Culling Blade, who's not going to hit himself, and Rubik with Culling Blade, who's on Axe's team this game. So,
5 seconds remaining.
It's a pretty nasty prop. So far, there's not really a great response to the Snapfire, but on the other hand, so far, does there really need to be? I don't know. The ults are going to get messy, but if Oracle's doing good, I think it's going to be fine.
Well, I mean, due to the Razor pick, we can predict it's playing either 1 or 3, I think.
Radiant team pick.
Because I don't think they would run a Snap 3. Or a Snap mid. I think it should be a Lina mid.
Lesh, by the way.
Ooh, Lesh Shrek. Yeah, this is not a...
10 seconds remaining.
This is not a fun game for Attack on Elder Titan.
Yeah, they really, really pretty much they have 2 ways to stop Leshrac, and that's the Snapfire ult and the Lina ult. And those are not up every portion of the day, and both of those get stopped by BKB. Razor does not do anything to him. Leshrac lasts at Razor. I will say that while the Bean 10 lineup is very predictable as far as its structure so far, the AoE-T lineup is less so. There are quite a lot of ways that I think this team can be run so far. This is going to answer the question. We got the Primal Beast. Primal Beast? I think I see it. I think I can see the idea here. It's going to really mess with the Juggernaut in a lot of ways. Especially, probably chiefly among them, is if you are Primal Beast and you're carrying the Omni Slash, you can just dart off somewhere stupid and make Jug waste the entire fight. It's going to be, they're switching the supports back to the standard practice here. Pause 5 for Dark and pause 4 for Holiday 1999. At least presumably. I would say it's much more likely to see a pause 4 Snap and a pause 5 Dazzle than the other way around, but you never know. But this is gonna be tough for AoE-T in a lot of ways. I do think this is a better draft than the last time, but it's like, I think the big thing is that it's very execution heavy on AoE-T. Very, very execution heavy. A lot of things have to go really well for them in fights for them to have much of a hope of winning them out, whereas Bean 10 is just going to kind of win by default if everything doesn't come together for AoE-T, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think, like you said, Attack on Elder Titan needs, like, perfect execution. Like, you need the Primal Beast charge in. Probably has to. They definitely need to kill the Oracle first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if the Oracle is alive as well, it's just going to make that even harder.
Prepare for battle.
Look, it's Smith's statue. Endure the heat of the sun.
They have a good team fight, though. I'll give them that. They have the Kisses, Primal Beast, Charge, and Trample. Lina is a really good right clicker.
Look, it's Monkey King shoving his pole into his eye.
Wait, really? Wait, can you go all the way around? Is it inside his eye? Oh, that's in his shoulder.
No, it's definitely in his eye, see?
That's when I got my laser eye surgery.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh, this is a messed up statue. I can't condone any hoodwink in this game, but oh my god. I'm glad I decided to just randomly look at statues at the start of this round. And of course, bow down to your queen. Danny, you don't even play this hero. Yeah, it's the CM Arcana. And on the other hand, you've got Iceman's Russian statue. Let's see here. Got a little something at the rune spot. Looks like Iceman is the Stole statue. Prepare. Oh wait, no. Dark has a statue too. It's Earthshaker. We can't look at it right now. We got a funny fight at this rune. This is like a guaranteed first blood. Unfortunately, Cryptic accidentally takes with the right click.
Out of 50 possibilities, that was my
pre-foil.
There's just way too much setup. There's the taunt. There's the Rubik stun. There's the Oracle root into Split Earth.
You know that Broken Heart from Holiday. You know that particular line is where the accent for the voice actor of Oracle, who's Barney from Half-Life 2, if you didn't know. In Half-Life.
Barney?
Yeah, he's Barney. But yeah, you can really hear his accent coming out because out of infinite possibilities, that was his prefoid.
I know a lot of voice actors for the characters came from other Valve games as well.
Yeah, probably most notably Tinker is literally just the Half-Life scientist. I mean, it's supposed to specifically kind of be Kleiner from Half-Life 2, but it's just kind of generally the Half-Life scientist.
Tinkering here.
This one could be a little rough for the Axe and the Rubik at first. I think this offlane gets gradually better as time goes on with the Axe and the Rubik here in this lane. I think the more levels these two get, the better things are going to be. But early on, it's going to be a little rough for them. Meanwhile, on the other hand, I don't know what this offlane ever does to Juggernaut. This is gonna be, it's gonna be boring farm festival between these two, because it's a little unlikely Jug gets any kills. I think Snapfire can be a target sometimes, but not all the time. It's gonna be a little hard for Juggernaut to get any kills, and it's gonna be insidiously difficult for Beast or Snapfire to get any. And obviously Oracle is not on the killing list, so... It's going to be likely a slow top lane in general.
I just realized that CombinationBean is from the Bean movie.
Huh?
CombinationBean is from the movie where there's like a bunch of beans.
Oh.
Is that the reference or no? I'm not sure. Not Mr. Bean. Not Mr. Bean. Not
what?
Mr. Bean.
Are you thinking that the Bee movie was secretly the Bean movie? Is that where we're going here?
No,
The movie
you know,
with a bunch of beans. I can't say I've heard of that one. Link immediately canceled by Rubik. Just immediately gets rid of that crap.
Killer
Really
Bean.
No. Oh yeah. No, it has nothing to do with that now.
Wait, really? Never mind.
No, it's like last week I actually said the CombinationBean name origin story. If you want to know it, now you have to watch that series of videos. So how's about that?
There's too much lore to discover. Next time.
Well, they got us.
Holiday 1999 just takes a very casual stroll from attrition. That is like the line that I'm the most glad is in Dota Plus chat wheel lines of like any of them in the game, basically. It's a very
has really good lines.
Very unfair system because like none of the heroes I play have any good lines. It feels like. Goodbye, Map. Just gets kind of run over by the Razor here. No surprise.
What hero in particular?
What do you mean, what hero?
Like, what hero in particular do you have that has a bad voice line? Or
I mean, like, all of Bristleback's lines suck, all of Timbersaw's lines suck, all of Abaddon lines suck.
Okay, you gave, like, the worst examples.
Like, all the Pit Lord lines, like, the Pit Lord lines are a little better, but still not very good. Centaur lines all suck. Not like I play that much Centaur, but he's just gonna kind of get run over here. One thing that the Dire offlane definitely revealed here is that they cannot run out of supplies in this Radiant safe lane. If Oracle runs out of mana, or if Jug runs out of mana in this lane, they're just gonna die. So that much is definitely certain. Oracle's not gonna be able to let that happen again, but the good news is, I think that's a learning experience for him. And so now that that lack of mana issue shouldn't be happening any longer. Oh, we get to hear "Come to Axe" from downtown because we're clicking on him. Boofa's sitting at very low HP. Gonna have to run through his supplies here. He's got about 90 HP. Dazzle is indeed missing. That is completely true. Jug spends no more action at top. Not much action happening in mid lane either, it seems like. Both Leshrac and Lina had a fairly similar amount of last hits. Leshrac leading, that I will say, I feel like if Iceman had a good internet connection, Leshrac wouldn't be leading necessarily, probably.
Does Iceman have an unstable internet connection?
Yeah, he's like on a hotspot right now.
Oh. Is he like having a hurricane or something?
No, he just moved. And his internet wasn't set up yet.
That's unfortunate.
Jug's just gonna slice off about half of Primal Beast's HP. Bring him down, really, for the most part, is all he's gonna be able to do. Compared to the sheer insanity that was last game's lane phase, this one very tame in comparison.
Oh,
ooh, Iceman just barely denied out that ace rune. Kind of a shame for him because he kind of needed it a lot more than Danny did. Danny was more just taking it so he couldn't, if anything. So we're not having some issues actually getting the last hits in this lane. Even though
Beast is really doing a lot.
even though he doesn't, even though Primal Beast is very unlikely to actually kill Jug, he has proven that he can put Jug into the position where he is in danger, and he's doing a good job keeping him there, basically. It's no stomp by any means. It's certainly not going well for old Juggernaut here. Though, in fairness, it's not like he's doing considerably worse than Lina or Razor.
Oh, I actually realized I am spoiled because I saw the top 5 plays of the week. So I do see an impressive play later on.
Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to accidentally miss it or something.
It was, I think, number 3 actually. I won't say anything so I don't spoil it. I'm sure you've seen it though.
Yeah, I know the results, and you know that. No, I specifically avoided watching that video because I didn't want to, like, know yet. Razor's gonna knock out Rubik behind the tower here after just a barely whiffed Axe call. There is one thing about Axe in this lane is going to be notable. It's going to be, it's going to definitely be situations he's going to miss that call because Razor's a pretty fast hombre.
Oracle TPing bottom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Are you sure? Because I don't see any oracles here.
Oh, I think he canceled it. So you just wasted a TP there.
No, he didn't. Nobody
I
on
think
this
my eyes
team
are
has a-
deceiving. I think my eyes are deceiving.
I think it was just Rubik TPing to bot after his death. Ah.
I mean, I don't think that was anticlimactic.
Ah. Fantastic. Though probably not worth trading off Bean for. What happened here exactly? We're too far ahead. What happened to Bean? Just kind of got run over while Oracle stuff was on cooldown. Very sad. It's a very hard lane for these two in the off lanes. There's definitely a good job that they're able to punch through, get some stuff done in spite of everything. Definitely good consideration of the Oracle timings, the Oracle cooldowns and everything on that. Good consideration of the spin, how much it's gonna do. Exactly how much they have to fear it. So definitely a good lane here, being purveyed by Mr. Fichet and Juggernaut. I'm not gonna take back it being a hard lane. I'm gonna just say, to Mr. Fichet's credit, he's doing as well as he is in it.
So you've seen all the games so far, right?
In fairness, there's 2 games I haven't recorded yet off of week 3 that I'm probably gonna be getting the day I can't get anybody else. But aside from that, yes.
So based off the games that you've watched so far, who do you think are the top 3 teams? No, no biases, of course.
Haste.
Haste. That I will not give away.
Oh, are you gonna put that in community content as
No, I'm just
power
gonna
rankings? Or?
I'm just gonna have it in my mind the whole season and then see how it turns out. Because last season, not last season, but season 12, I made some predictions very early on, and my top 3 one of them one of them won the thing. One of them was a quarterfinalist. Actually, no, semifinalist. And one of the teams got completely eliminated from bracket because they totally fell apart.
So you were saying that you would jinx
I
it?
don't want to curse everybody, you know? I don't want to curse anybody here.
Well,
Dire's bottom tower.
But if
I mean,
if I had to say, if you put a gun to my head and made me say top 3 teams, Bean 10, Crusader Knights, and Chrono Lucifer. Yeah, I'd say Chrono.
Okay, well, I didn't get cursed, so I think we're fine.
There you go.
I just have my fingers crossed now. That's ever since. Oh, US Danny died mid.
Yep, taking a very casual spill here. I believe this is going to be casual ult. Goodbye, Danny.
Who will purge the elements now?
Who will purge the elements now? He did take out this tower first, but he's kind of starting to struggle here against Lena a little bit. Goodbye, Nestle.
Another.
3 Culling Blades so far on the Axe. It's a very awkward
Definitely
ult.
gonna have to watch out.
Very awkward ult here. Mr. Fishay makes this such a mess behind the tower. No, Cryptic's two clarities and a TP scroll. Also, he just accidentally purged himself there. And now he's gonna die of Primal Beast. Alright, Fishay is starting to just kind of walk on people here. Really, something needs to be done. Probably not calling Lena to the lane to also kill. Okay, so yeah, attack on Elder Titan. He's just gonna clean up every lane here. Kill everywhere.
Dire's structures
Not
are
the best
Big.
start in the world for being 10.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah,
under
big
attack.
gold swing for
This doesn't even have
AO
the ribbit kill.
AOET. Is that?
Yep, attack on Elder Titan. Lena takes
Attack
the
on Elder.
lion's share of the
Dire's
gold.
top tower has fallen.
If Juggernaut ever gets scary, then Juggernaut is going to walk all over Lena. That I said in Pick Phase, that has not changed. But if Juggernaut does not get scary and Lena is consistently far, far scarier, then it could very easily be a very different story. I don't think there's ever going to be a time in this game where Lena is going to be immortal to the Omni Slash, but I mean, geez, it could be quite bad.
I mean, she could also just kill herself with Blade Mail as well. If she has max stacks, Axe could just taunt her and she'll kill herself with the spins.
Speaking of spins, very well timed spin and run from the Juggernaut there. And yeah, to what you said, yeah, she's never gonna be safe from Axe either, just no matter what. It's funny because it's like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't for Lena. She does really good. She's gonna walk all over Jug. She's gonna turn it right back around on him, but Axe is going to just shred her, just going to unexist her every time he looks at her. And then on the other hand, if she does bad, then Jug's just gonna kill her, even if Axe doesn't really have anything to say to her. So awkward spot for Lena. I do think her doing better is better than her doing bad. You're not gonna get every single call in the world, and you're gonna miss out on people sometimes, no matter what you do. And sometimes there's other guys who are just going to need more. 4-man smoke here from the Dire. Gonna walk right into Snapfire here. But looks like nothing really gonna get done. Okay. Vishay doing a good job cutting off this fight. US Dane
3-man call from
absolutely
Axe?
everyone. Yep, but the 3-man call is gonna make this very, very hard to goodbye, Dazzle.
Another
Very
Culling
hard.
Blade. Nice Omni Slash.
Yep, 0 damage, but a good attempt. Does not seem to matter. They actually are going to take out the Primal Beast here.
Fortunately, there's no spin for combination bean.
There's nothing more to do here for Jug at all. And overall...
That was a really good call from Axe.
Yep.
Just no follow-up damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, his team so far just really does not have the damage unless US Danny lives. Danny definitely cannot be frontlining in these fights. Like, if the enemy team is not called, Danny can't be there. Basically, that's what we learned from that last fight. If Lena is alive, then Leshrac is dead. That's just as simple as. No, deny the catapult, you fool! Damn. Somebody could have gotten a lot of XP off of that. Axe has finished up his blink here. We're gonna get a free Snapfire for his head collection. Gonna run right into her here. Snapfire tries to get away, but Oracle makes it a problem. Just one of the many ways these two heroes have a lot of chemistry. And Mr. Fichet has kind of gone a little deep here. Looking for Danny at mid. He's going to get him, but he's not going to like what happens next.
Feel the axe of axe.
Primal Beast just got even smaller than when he converted from raid boss to hero.
That was a big nerf.
Yeah, the size nerf, yeah. It's kind of like how in the last couple of weeks of the season, GRAS Lab is going to have to swap out Big Boy LaCroix for Small Boy LaCroix, who's the exact same, except he's a tenth the size, and so are all of his heroes. Like, all of his heroes are, like, creep-sized.
Wait, Giraffe's laboratory?
Yes. The Giraffe team. That Giraffe is the captain of.
I don't think I've played against them yet. Wait, have I?
It's... gonna have a little bit of a lag spike here.
We're playing against Chrono Lucifer, one of the top 3 teams.
Do not adjust
according
your
to
set.
predictions, so, my set?
Do not adjust your set. That brief pause there was not you. Here we are, definitely still recording. That's good. But yeah, that brief pause was not you. That just has to happen at least once every series.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I
Yeah,
thought
my game just like lagged out for like 5 seconds. So. Primal
No,
Beast.
I haven't played against Giraffe's laboratory yet.
Primal Beast, kind of a awkward spot here, but Axe is not brave enough to go on this. He thinks there's more guys here. There really are. In reality, Iceman's lineup only just now meeting the Beast.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scan out here, looking for like a smoke in the jungle, I guess. In any case, they're not finding anything.
That should help.
Gonna have some ward wars here. Axe with this haste room, very hungry. He has no vision here, though. It looks like this entire haste is gonna go to waste. It's a waste rune. It's very awkward for Bean 10. This is just very indecisive gameplay. They're not doing anything here. Axe circles the friendly jungle, and Razor is here, but not for long. This is just everybody go back and start farming, which ain't a bad idea. Bean 10 right now, their cores are at a very notable farm deficit. In particular, US Danny at just over half of what Lena is pulling in. So Leshrac is quite far behind. Primal Beast just got a BKB, which is not going to make anything easier for him. Bloodstone is finished on Lesher, which is good. It's going to make him a lot harder to deal with. As long as his damage doesn't just get soaked up by BKBs, 2 of which just came out for Radiant. So, ouch, this does not look like a good set of time for, not like a good set of time for the Dire here. 2 different smoke ganks come out, 5 on attack on Elder Titan, 3 in Underclub on, Bean 10. Rubik is going to pop this smoke. Likely just kind of die for it. Axe gets 0 in the call, ouch. BKBs, 2 BKBs immediately just popping out here for poor Lesh to ruin his life. Oracle ults him, but very unlikely. Yeah, but he just kind of goes down here. It's a giant 4-man call, though. Random kill on Razor. That's what you want to see, baby. Axe is going to go down for it, but could have gone a lot worse than a pause 1 for that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Things
Still,
are looking really
ouch.
grim, but we'll have to see. I mean, pushing high ground against Lash is still like really hard with the shard.
Even if Lesh himself is very mortal, it's still kind of hard to actually get up there. But he's not even looking at a shard at the moment. He's looking at Kaya here. Rubik just trampling the creeps. Like the most useless Rubik skill in the whole game, trample. I love 0 damage. Primal just walks under a sentry here. He could just kind of casually die. But no, he's not actually going to stick around near this. He's just going to walk back to his T2. Wait for his team to show. Realby's just all about this magic defense so far, which is not a bad idea. I mean, you got Leshrac on the enemy team.
I'll take that as tribute.
Honestly, if you want to go real politic in this game, these BKBs are 9 seconds now. They're going to be 6 seconds one day. Just swallow your pride by the pipe, I think, in this game. Would save you so much goddamn damage off of Leshrac. Just 15% off, even if the act is not up. On Leshrac's damage forever, you cannot sneeze at that. For everybody, you can't sneeze at that.
I mean, they could just force, I mean, they could, like, you know, bait them into using the BKBs and then back.
Yep. The BKBs are fallible. Pipe is forever. Even if the active is not up, pipe is forever. Really look at that item stat sometimes, guys.
Is it godlike Matt? Godlike?
I mean on Radiant. I mean like on the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As a fellow axe enjoyer, I have faith in godlike Matt to land some Seb calls.
Yeah, so far there's been a lot of wrong numbers for Axe. He's been calling some guys they haven't been home. There have also been some good shots here. It's not all bad. Everyone right-clicks Dazzle. Dazzle's just getting the hell out of there. This team definitely has very good ability to just pull a tactical retreat. You know, it's very hard to chase this team, both in the literal sense and in the risk calculus sense. Definitely very punishing if you extend yourself to even a pretty marginal degree here. 4-man smoke coming out, everybody but Razor in the smoke here.
I think they're aware.
Yep, Bean 10 just kind of pulling out everybody but Jug anyway, and Jug is not where the enemy team is going. It's actually kind of good here, like everybody just shows themselves on this wave just to pull all the heat off of Juggernaut. Again, nothing happening. This is a very awkward scenario for both of these teams. It feels like there's just so much time in this game. It's just 5 guys staring at each other and just kind of hoping to Jesus that somebody on the enemy team initiates.
That should help.
Aether Lens on the Oracle. It's going to make his already impressive cast ranges even bigger. You know, something just hit me. Has there been a Snapple yet this game? I don't think there has.
I haven't seen any kisses, actually.
Very interesting.
Great conductor. Axe fades from sight.
Axe blinks on the Invisor and just to snag it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I do gotta say, I do think that the awkward... Oh, Primal Beast is ready to go here. 7 no subs. Okay. That looks really stupid when Rubik uses it. Anyway, I do think that the awkward pace of this game is benefiting Bean 10. Like, Jug getting scary this game is going to be a hell of a lot bigger than Razor getting scary this game. Because like I said, if Razor gets scary this game, then he just becomes more and more prey to Axe, and there's nothing he can do about it, basically. Like, if Razor gets big, he's actually really still not in a great position. Whereas if Jug gets big, there's a lot he can do. Beast desperate to try and trample down the support line here, but nothing getting done. And through this whole time, Jug just casually farming away, not a care in the world, climbing up these net worth charts here at a pretty dramatic pace, is getting very close to the same level Beast is at, and it's not that far from there to Lena.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, that gold lead has dwindled over time, very slowly. I think AOET needs to push towers more, especially if they have a Lena.
They need to push towers more, and they need to actually decisively start something. They can't be so afraid of this lineup at this point, because right now there's a lot of this lineup that's a paper tiger. I mean, it's pretty much just Axe is the only guy who can stand up for you for more than a half a second. And yeah, you're putting your core's net life on the line here, but I think that's a risk you just kind of have to take. Take out top T2 here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Watch your bot T2 get a little harassed. Shrek is trying to ram, and he does. He gets it. A bit of an awkward situation there, as both the supports trying to cower under the little rock. Axe really was wishing somebody actually TP'd there.
Godlike Mac.
Axe getting quite close to his BKB. Axe getting quite close to Razor!
There's the call.
Yep, BKB comes out, Razor tries to turn it around. Just finds an Omni Slash on him though. But they can't kill him! No Battle Hunger out for him. Finally we get some kisses. This get kind of canceled by the Axe, but Axe is just so far in there, didn't call nearly the amount of people he thought he would. You're now walking into a completely fresh Leshrac. Iceman's BKB is also up. Leshrac just gonna casually go down. Lena's godlike.
I think Bean 10 was a little bit too split in that fight because I think Lesh
Lesh was literally at top when that fight started. He had to just run there. Yeah, he had previously TP'd out.
Bit of a missed opportunity, I guess. But I think if Lesh was there, they win the fight.
Probably, yeah. But then I think if Lesh is there, AOET just doesn't take the fight. You can definitely tell they're trying to take 0 fights where there's any sort of disadvantage here. Like, if there's even a modest chance that AOET loses in an encounter, they're not going to take it. Which does, on one hand, mean that they're freeing up a lot of space, a lot of time, a lot of money for the Juggernaut. But on the other hand, it means that Lena is getting very many, very reliable kills. But I do think there is an element into that where it is kind of like, yeah, Lena is kind of starting to turn herself into a pinata at this point with how they're playing the game. Like, she's not getting enough kills that she's just going to go completely ham and just completely crazy and just dominate this game. She is still definitely mortal, especially when that BKB is not up. Why did Razor just die? Oh, he just got taunted by the tomato camp. Ah, he whiffed the Culling Blade. Mad in shambles. But either way, Lena is not getting enough kills from this strategy to actually, like, start pulling out an insane lead here. She is in the lead, but not by that much. And certainly not in a game where, again, she's going to be mortal no matter what happens. So, to that end, it's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like for AOET, they almost might be teeing themselves up for a disaster here. Like, it feels like Iceman can't die. If Iceman can't die, they immediately lose all of their momentum, and somebody on Bean 10 becomes an unstoppable monster. And there's really not anybody on Bean 10 where that's the case for in kind. You see what I mean here? It's gonna be a very, very major purse coming off of that godlike. Beast here. Oh my god, this is so much for just Rubik, isn't it? Just completely decimate the poor bastard.
I'm not sure if the kisses should have been used there.
That was definitely not worth it, yeah. Not when Rubik's like the fall guy on this team. I mean, he's just a scrappy dude who's just kind of sitting there being a distraction and taking some hits, right? Like, he's the jester. You just dropped a bomb on a jester. You can't do that, bro. This kind of reminds me of how Bonus plays. You're very familiar with that guy. He's not a big fan of this show. But,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very much reminds me of
Bonus play?
How Bonus plays, where Bonus often makes himself just a very appealing pinata. He just is, like... He's good at being a peacock, getting his tail feathers up, making the enemy team just think about him and nothing else but him. And there's been plenty of games, I think, especially when he joined the GGs, not the GGs, the 5G. And, just barely, what's the calling blade on Lina? That would have been huge, but she's still very low. But they just can't get her. They can't break through all of it. Not with the BKB. Too invincible with that BKB up. Everything they're doing is just getting punished.
Big Mr. Fishy might die here.
US Danny's gonna die first and foremost. Whew. That must have been a very nail-biting fight for AOET, but they come out of it on top. Again, it just feels like BKB is just so strong against this team. Like, Leshrac has almost no role to play here at all. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of starting to think he really just desperately needs one of his own. Like, he just can't live for more than 2 seconds in these fights against a team that's mostly magic damage until Razor steals all your stuff. Like, I think you just kind of have to swallow your pride here, go for the BKB, stop getting just owned by the Primal Beast every time he looks at you. I was saying something before all that started. What the hell was it?
Oh, bonus.
Yeah. He has an amazing ability to draw heat from the enemy team. It's like,
He's a pinata, you said?
Yep. Pinata, he's a peacock. He gets his tail feathers up, and everybody is just so concerned. He can make everybody so concerned with killing him that they just kind of don't kill anybody else on his team. And considering he is predominantly a support player, that is, of course, a very good trait for him to have. Again, saw a lot of that in Season 13.
I think it's a pretty good trait if you're trying to get away, at least. I think bonus is a very reliable support.
Well, it's like in like a fight. It's like you know, bonus pulls the heat on him in a fight. You're not looking at the cores, you're looking at him. When you're looking at a retreat, you're not looking at the cores, you're looking at him. When you got a smoke gank, you're not looking at the cores, you're looking at him. And this is a smoke gank that is looking at the Juggernaut, who is just gonna casually die here very quickly. Jug cannot be there at this point in the game, I don't think. Axis finishes BKB.
3-man X-Call.
Gets the Iceman! Godlike streak is over!
Good Oracle ultimate. Ooh, double split earth. That's the shard right there.
I think the BKBs have just run their course at this point. With only the 6-second BKBs left, Danny was able to actually participate in that fight, and what a fight it was. Very sad for the Bean team that they just very casually lost a Jug here, walked away with no money. On the other hand, Axe just made over $1,000. Leshrac made over $1,000. Everybody just suddenly popped really far forward on their rotation there. Very big Axe call. Was that the big play?
Yes, that was the top 10 play of the. That was top 3 of the week. I was actually wasn't sure if that was going to be the play, but then I just realized that it was like it had all the machinations for it.
Oh, is Leshrac just going to run into a giant ancient stack and take it now?
Well,
No, he's not even going to look at it. Fellas, look at the enemies. Oh, damn, never mind, he did. And so now Leshrac is going to eat the world's biggest ancient shack. You know, Leshrac used to be behind, just keep that in mind. Leshrac was once lowest value net worth core in the entire server. Those days are gone now. Matt is in an awkward position here.
I think that's a really good split earth right here.
Team is doing a good job trying to direct traffic here, make this kind of awkward for them, but Matt is still... Yeah, Matt was still just way late on the BKB, just gonna go down.
For some reason, everyone... I mean, well, I'm expecting Iceman to back, but I'm surprised the Razor also back.
Yeah, just wanted nothing more to do with that fight, I guess. Beast also fled the scene. They just wanted Axe and wanted gone. I guess the reason was because US Danny still had basically full health, so you know, you don't want to take a completely fresh Leshrac when your BKB's down. And his is down, Beast is down, yeah. That's kind of the mistake they made in the last fight there at the top jungle, and they got punished dearly for it. So they're no longer going to be letting that happen to him.
He's Danny has no mana, unfortunately.
Does not matter, they will still get the T3 here and get the hell out. Aren't gonna be able to get anything more. Holiday, what are you doing, homeboy?
A little bit.
Just barely getting out because of the purifying. Very sad. Oracle gets pinged.
Looks like someone's upset.
Honestly, a little surprised Oracle didn't go for Arcs this game. I feel like not only is this a really good Greaves game anyway, but you also want to be definitely having that for Leshrac, right? I mean, it's not that much mana, but any amount of mana is good for him, right?
I'll take that
Yeah.
as tribute.
Maybe he goes Bongo Boost. Doesn't look like he's going to be doing that this game.
I am the Juggernaut. I will solo Roche without my healing ward. Wait a minute. I will solo Roche with my healing ward.
They should disarm. Oh, there's a disarm.
Sure, trying to play around the split earth timings there, then just decides, wait, no, never mind, I just want to eat him. And eat him they do. Danny should definitely take this. Looks like they're going to give it to Juggernaut. No, they're actually going to give it to Axe. I don't agree. I think it definitely should be Danny here. I guess Axe has been looking a little more mortal in fights recently, but I mean, how much of this game could be described as Danny dies at the start of a fight and then Beanton loses, right? Why is Mr. Fishay getting tipped? Why is he getting so many well plays? What did he do? What happened? Okay, I gotta see. What is this tip fiesta coming out for?
Let's see. He goes top.
Alright, so Roche is down.
Has fallen to the down.
I think he popped BKB by accident.
Immortality.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Let's see if that's what he does. No, Meph is just gonna tip him for no reason. And then Blackacre's gonna tip him. What did he do? Okay, somebody from this game is gonna have to tell me why the hell everyone's doing this. Well, either way, Mr. Fishay has been very, very tipped. And now Leshrac just gonna eat these racks. Did Chuck just Omni Slash that? Okay, no.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Axe is gonna get pretty battered by the Lena there. But the Oracle is gonna get him back in fighting shape very short time. Beanton say, whatever, this is about what we can get for this right now. And just decide to try and start diversifying their pushing. Okay, Danny just got a regen rune. That could actually be really big. He's also looking at 2 bounty runes in the enemy jungle.
A tithe to the impurities.
I feel like the AoET grasp on this game has at this point very decisively slipped. It is beginning to get to the point where it is like, how do you kill the Juggernaut? Or for that matter, how do you kill the Axe? How do you even deal with the Oracle? He's fighting you from such great ranges, you have to go through so much to actually kill him.
I'd have to say the biggest threat would be the Lesh, to be honest.
Yep.
I don't think they have anything that could really deal with the Lesh. Well, I guess
No.
Razor, but
I mean, what's Razor gonna do? Like, if Razor ever starts to be a thing for Lesh, you could just get Yule's Scepter and walk 2 steps, you know.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the 9-second BKBs anymore. So after BKB runs out, Lesh just kills him.
Yep. And it's like I said, you will die in a house fight. It's like I said earlier in this match. I think going for the Pipe of Insight, finishing that out on the Primal Beast probably would have done a lot of good for them this game. Just being able to knock out, because you know the aura. 15%, unconditional, all the time, no matter what, 15% off, guaranteed. No money down, no matter what Leshrac is doing. He's never going to have that. And a Wraithback probably wouldn't have been bad either. They don't really have great options to deal with that, especially if Jug's in the Omni. You know, they could have inerted Leshrac in a lot of ways this game. I think that was probably better than just trying to use the BKBs to just power through them. And it worked for a while, don't get me wrong, but all good things come to an end. Dazzle's going to get called here, Dazzle's going to get eliminated. I don't think that's probably who they really wanted in that call, though.
It's running low, but the Omni Slash melts.
He just goes down on the axe. Let's drop
I thought they gave it to Bean, actually.
splitter.
Oh, there's a big call. There's just so many bodies I can't actually see their
Flame
health.
away! Oh my god.
Mr. Fisher trying to mount the resistance.
Yep. Danny tries to TP out, just immediately gets stopped for it. But then he realizes, hey, wait a minute, I don't have to leave. Goodbye, everybody.
Jesus Christ.
I was about to say...
Is that like not loud or no?
No, that's fine. I was about to say, looks like that's it for this push, but nope! Danny is just going to realize he has a god button, and he's going to hit it and just eat everybody. And so, this looks like this is pretty much the end of the campaign for AOET. Like the glyph. And notably, they're not even dropping any buybacks on this.
I think they've given up.
Well, they haven't given up because there's a button that, you know, there's a chat command that you say when you actually give up, and that hasn't actually been said yet. Dazzle's going to come out to slightly annoy Leshrac as he takes out the third T3. AOET now reduced to their T4s. Some unprotected racks. And I like some statues, but that doesn't count. That last fight had such a demoralizing effect on this team that Lesh was just allowed to take out their entire base. Okay, Axe just got his blink cancelled and called absolutely nobody.
At least Slash is still alive.
We've got a Rax too. The AOET lineup only with one Rag at this point. Lesh going in deep and hard.
That's very inappropriate.
I know. But nobody can do anything to him anymore. All the BKBs are down. He's just going to chase Razor to his death. Well, I guess not if Holiday has anything to say about that.
Sir Fishy turn into some Filet-O-Fish. I'm sorry.
You better be. Razor cut in half. No buyback on him, but he is dead. Dazzle. That doesn't work, bro. Danny's gonna die. So that's the good news. And then he's immediately just gonna buy back and Boots of Travel back into base. Oh god. That has to be a morale bust. This is 100% over. 5 dead. T4 remaining.
What can they do, really?
Blackacre calls the cheese, and we're getting the hell out of town.
It was a valiant effort. Attack on Elder Titan.
Let's go! Ah! Well, this is certainly the most impressive performance Bean 10 has had over this season so far. This is just 2 very clean wins against a very good team in the form of the attack on Elder Titan, who, through roster changes thick and thin, is still built around the core of a very solid pause 2 player, a pause 1 player who knows his role, knows how to execute it, and Mr. Fishay, who's, I think, godlike Matt in a lot of ways, I think is one of those guys. I feel like A good ball carrier. You can give Mr. Fishy the ball, you can give him any job, he's going to pull it out, right? What went wrong in this game?
Yeah.
Well, it starts with itemization. No reason to pick up the Shiva's Guard in this game on the Primal Beast, I don't think. The Juggernaut was not, like, interacting with it, basically, at all. That was just not where the majority of their damage was coming from. I think really the goal here on Primal Beast this game, get the pipe as early as humanly possible so Leshrac is doing as little as he can in basically every fight. Which is not only going to save you, it's going to save everybody. It's going to save your cores when their BKBs runs out, and it's going to save your supports, and that's very important. You know, even if Dazzle is very countered out by Axe, he still has a big heal, he still has Poison Touch, you want him to be up in fights, you want the Snap to be up in fights, right? I think Pipe here on the Primal Beast saves a lot. The Axe is a harder thing to deal with. I don't know what you do to the Axe here. I think the Axe is just too well protected of a pick. They just didn't have anything to counter him. But
I think, oh.
Go on.
Oh, I think they didn't target this Oracle enough. You know, Oracle has 3 deaths. I mean, Oracle had really good positioning, but I didn't see them run at the Oracle.
I mean, the problem is that if
they
you
always
do,
jumped on the Jug immediately.
if you run at the Oracle, then you just ran past Omni Slash, you just ran past Call, you just ran past everything Leshrac has to do. They definitely picked a good Oracle lineup because I think the biggest problem is that trying to target the Oracle first in fights is abject suicide, and then not trying to target him first in fights just means that he gets to have completely unimpeded access to mess you up. So what do? You really can't do anything. It's a very good, just Vanguard here, front line in front of him. Very good Oracle pick, very good Oracle play. That's what I think of that. I don't think you really could have realistically changed that. I don't think you really realistically could have dealt with it without sacrificing your ability to kill at least one of the cores, like, completely, which is not good.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the big, I feel like the big thing for AoET this game, I feel like the Razor was a self-troll. They picked the Razor because it counters the Juggernaut, when I think in reality, probably the play was to just pick a comfortable pause 1 and just not think about the interaction too hard. Honestly, I think that was the biggest thing they could have changed that would have done them better. Pipe on Primal would have been great. If the money was there for it and these supports are deep in Poverty Row, a Wraith Pack would have been fine. Honestly, I know this is going to be complete heresy to say, and I know there's going to be people whose draws are going to be dropped in here, but hear me out. If your supports are in Skid Row, you can absolutely buy the Wraith Pack on 3. I promise it's not a crime. I promise it's not illegal. Just ask Hopeless, he's done it, it's worked. It works, I promise.
Wraith Pact on offlane?
Yes.
Oh, that works. I mean, we see Enigma, like 3 going in, usually.
It's not a crime. You will not get punished. I think maybe the best real hope they had was get Pipe, get Wraith Pact as soon as humanly possible. Just make Leshrac a total non-issue and then squash out the Juggernaut before he's scary. Axe is always going to be a threat, and I think you just have to live with that. I think you just have to live with the fact that no matter what you do, you're going to lose a few of your cores every fight. That's fine. Power through it. I think if you're not so scared of the Axe, he does get a little less effective. Because that was the biggest thing. They were terrified of this Axe through the game, especially in that, like 10 to 20 minute time span. Like, they were just trying everything they could to not be in his line of sight. But, yeah. Still, very, very, overwhelming victory there for Bean 10, and with that being said, if you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to be in Season 14, but we're always looking for stand-ins. We got that Pause 3 dojo rocking and rolling. We got the sponsor joke has been retired this season, basically. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.